And now to present our Male Athlete of the Year, please welcome to the stage men's basketball student athlete, Michael Podolsky.
Good evening. As he said, my name is Mike Podolsky, and it is my pleasure to introduce to you 2013 Male Student Athlete of the Year and fellow teammate Kendrick Perry. First, I want to start off by saying I'm glad to see Mr. and Mrs. Perry were able to make the long drive up from Florida, and Mrs. Perry finally sees that it doesn't snow every single day in Youngstown. For the few of you who may not know who Kendrick Perry is, he is a junior guard and captain of the YSU men's basketball team. As you can see by the highlights in the program, he's put together a pretty good career so far in his 3 years here at YSU. This past season, Kendrick averaged more than 17 points per game and became the 33rd player in school history to reach the 1,000 career point mark. He currently ranks 17th all-time in scoring with 1,309 points, 3rd in steals with 170, and 5th in assists with 365. Kendrick also helped lead the team to its first Division I postseason tournament appearance in school history. He was an academic All-Horizon League selection, a National Association of Basketball Coaches All-District first team pick, and became just the second player in school history to be placed on the All-Horizon League first team in back-to-back seasons. The scary thing about these stats and accomplishments is he's not finished adding to them. Along with a very successful basketball career, Kendrick also excels in the classroom and embodies the true meaning of a scholar athlete. Recently, he was inducted into the Alpha Kappa Mu Honor Society. I am honored to have Kendrick as a teammate. I think I can speak for our entire team and coaching staff when I say that there is no person in this room more deserving of the award than Kendrick. He is a very hardworking and passionate player that is always looking to improve. One of his best attributes is his ability to lead. Although he may not be a purely vocal leader, the people around him follow off of his actions. And when you're doing the right things to succeed, it's good when these people follow you. Kendrick is a great player, a great student, and above all, a great person. He has been and continues to be a major asset to our program, our university, and the city of Youngstown. We are very fortunate that we were able to get him to come up to YSU all the way from Orlando, Florida. Kendrick has been very successful at YSU, both academically and athletically, and he has a bright future ahead of him. Again, I am privileged to call Kendrick not only a teammate, but more importantly, a friend. I'm excited to see what next season has in store for us. I just hope that tonight he's ready for his speech. Now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this year's Male Student Athlete of the Year, Kendrick Perry.
Thanks, Mike, for those beautiful words. Mike failed to mention, he said he sees me as a friend, but, I see him and the rest of my teammates as brothers. So I think that's pretty important. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very blessed to be here tonight. To start, I'd like to thank God for all the blessings that He's given me and will continue to give me in the future. On behalf of my parents, coaches, and teammates, I'd like to thank the Penguin Club, the YSU Athletic Department, and the Vindicator for this honor. I realize I am not just here representing myself, but my family and the men's basketball program as well. I'd also like to thank the Henry family for my scholarship here at YSU. The scholarship was established in 2000. It is awarded to either a football or basketball player who personifies the role of a student athlete. It also goes to someone who plays with sportsmanship and looks to obtain knowledge for a rewarding life. That means a great deal to me because that's how I try to live my life day in and day out. That means their generosity has allowed me to get a college education while playing the game I love. Also, thanks to everyone else here who has endowed a scholarship. It's your support that makes YSU such a special place. Being from Florida, I was amazed at how close the Youngstown community was and how easily I was able to fit right in. But that comes from my parents. They've always told me to be myself and be comfortable with who I am. To me, that meant being personable and respectful of others. I want to thank them for making the drive here from Ocoee, which, if you didn't know, is just outside of Orlando. At this time, I'd like to ask them to stand so they could be recognized. I'm sure those 5-hour energy drinks came in handy. My parents impressed upon me the importance of doing well in the classroom. For most kids growing up, it was no TV or video games if your grades weren't good. For me, it was no basketball. I wasn't even allowed to go to the gym and practice until I had my grades in check. That's why I'm proud to say that today I have a 3.4 grade point average, because that's as important to me as any award that I've received in basketball. My parents stressed to me that basketball isn't going to be forever, as much as I want it to be, and that you need to have the foresight to eventually pursue another career in life. I want to thank them for that, as well as all the love and support that they have given me through my years. I want to thank my coaches, Coach Jerry Slocum, Coach Mike Wernicki, who recruited me to play at YSU, Coach Brian DePauli, Coach Steve Hall, Coach Jason Paganowski, and former Coach Byron Thorne. They've done a great job preparing me for the next stage of my life. Well, except for when I first experienced snow. When I saw it from my apartment, I thought it was cool and actually quite beautiful. But when I had to actually go to class in it, not so much. Also, I want to give a special thanks to Coach Slocum, who helped instill in me the confidence and the values that a leader should have. I'm very appreciative of my teammates as well, especially former teammate Ashton Ward, who to this day still treats me as if I'm his little brother. That's important to me because my older brother, Trey, is actually in Sweden playing soccer. In fact, Ash went with me to pick out this suit at Men's Warehouse. Now, Ash wanted me to get this, black, slim-fitting, beautiful suit, but he failed to mention to me that it was the most expensive suit in the store. So I went with this one. Not bad, huh? When Ash played basketball here, he was considered a team leader. And now, to the thanks of Todd Berkey, I've become a leader of our program, which is something that I take very seriously, which means leading by example both on and off the court. I've cherished my days here at YSU. One reason is because I met my girlfriend, Mita, here. But aside from that, I'm very happy to say that I am on pace to graduate in 4 years, which means I will receive my degree in criminal justice next spring. I want to take this time to thank Marilyn Obruba for her diligent work with me and all of the student athletes. We all owe her a debt of gratitude for her efforts here at YSU. I'm also proud of what we've accomplished as a team. With back-to-back winning seasons, including wins at George Washington and at Georgia, playing in a postseason tournament for the first time in school history, and having played with 3 1,000-point scorers in Blake Allen, Damian Ergel, and Vitas Solskis. Again, I truly appreciate this honor. I'm humbled to have my picture on the wall in the football stadium with so many other great student athletes. But most of all, I'm proud to be a Penguin. God bless, and thank you all.